Hello, everybody. Good evening. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. Hey, it's 11 o'clock hour. Models are just in. I'll have an update on your forecast, and our risk of severe weather does continue. Here's a look at that bedtime radar, all coming up right now. You're watching
Now,
Hutch's
a
Weather.
Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, right quick, we're going to go to the now radar to show you what's going on. A line of thunderstorms, hail-containing storms, but less than severe at this hour, showing up in the oil patch between Williston and Minot, out near the State Fair area. These are all drifting off to the east, so some rumbles out there. Now, where you see the pink flashing on the south edge of these storms, they're pretty strong out there north of Kildare as we take a look from Mandaree toward Dunn Center, this backwards segment showing that there's a chance that we could have some pretty doggone gusty winds blowing out of these storms tonight. Now, how about the hail size with these cells right now? Generally under a half of an inch, so they're not those rippers that we're expecting to possibly be rolling through, but that's where things will be coming from. A couple of showers and thunderstorms north of Wishick right now near Gackle and south of Medina and Cleveland. These are all drifting off to the east and just developing. Could be some small hail in that little cell just getting going. I'll switch the radar over here so we can see what's going on the Minnesota side of the river. In fact, let's go over and take a look at the Duluth radar. Hibbing and on out to the west towards Bemidji. We're seeing a line of thunderstorms heading up towards Ely right now with a little bit of hail in them. Those will continue to drift toward the northern shore. And the Twin Cities seeing some thunderstorms developing down there near Rochester, a few storms as well. So what is going on with the latest in the forecast models? Let's get to that right now because many of these just rolling hot off the presses as we speak. So that's a hutchesweather.com push right now. Make sure you head over to hutchesweather.com if thunder and lightning is in your area tonight. We still do have all risks of severe weather. Let's show you the latest in your forecast though, heading into the overnight hours. All right, here we go. Now, again, these models come out every hour on these high resolution versions. This particular one does. And it does have the thunderstorm activity out in the oil patch. Now, this one not going out too far yet, but I am going to go back to one that does. So here we go. Now, the storms that are rolling into the oil patch right now will continue easterly, but work their way up towards Brandon, Manitoba and fizzle out while new storms do develop here down near the North Dakota, South Dakota border and in the FM area as we go towards 1 to 3 a.m. Now, if these storms form, a couple of those could be strong to severe. All modes of severe weather will still be possible until we pass about 3 or 4 in the evening hours or overnight hours, I should say. And then the tornado risk will really ramp down as we go through the overnight hours. So notice this, backward C shape in central parts of South Dakota. That could be bring some windy thunderstorms first thing in the morning for the North Dakota, South Dakota border counties and some heavy rain potential with these cells as well. I will show you what I'm talking about when it comes to the severe weather threat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energy in the atmosphere. This is that energy that's used to give lift to the thunderstorms. Most of the energy in the atmosphere is in South Dakota thanks to the heat that built there. All of us have pretty humid air. So the strongest of the storms will likely be in the far southern counties, and that energy does decrease as we head toward the morning hours. What about the tornado parameter? Here's where the risk is, and let's go ahead and just put this right out there. The risk is, well, the likelihood is not great that we'll have widespread tornado outbreaks. So I don't expect that, but an isolated spin up, not going to be out of the question. And it kind of meanders all along this North Dakota, South Dakota border, along with west central Minnesota as we go towards about 3 a.m. And after that, it's done. So we will have a chance of some severe storms. If they get severe tonight, I'll be here and let you know which ones are, which ones aren't. So check Hutch's Weather, hutchesweather.com as well for the very latest. For now, stay safe tonight. And if storms rumble through, make sure you stay informed. If you are camping, why don't you plan now to know where you can go to seek shelter? Follow on Facebook. Thank you so much to all of you who have done so already. Subscribe on YouTube and don't forget to head to hutchesweather.com to upload your photos today.